I'm gonna go check in with
There are
Chief
so
Engineer
many different
Kulkarni.
groups across the
Start
shuttle
getting a
systems,
plan
it's hard to
together for
keep up
that
with
data.
all the work they're doing.
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. I heard you were instrument. I was also informed Chief Yassine wants you to... We're going to do... And that means first getting you into the archives.
It was a mutual agreement. But access to the archives is on UC.
Now, the UC's already on. Get them both and you'll have...
I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors have reason. Now, I'll provide.
And I do mean... Though that doesn't...
But it does mean we need to get... Who do you want to start with? Now, officially...
Use your experiences as a member of the military.
And who knows? But my
Certainly.
UC intelligence.
But getting caught.
So,
Now, but there's also a...
all right.
And take these. Chief Yassine...
Ambassador Balmore. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion, he's since lent his support, though claiming to know how... It does. We're not 100%. His public appearance. Scans of the...
Your task is to find him.
I have no doubt.
Now, the embassy front. Here. This device. And fair warning.
Now, if you have a... I'd suggest be smart out there, Cap.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Ah, you're the one McIntyre called. You have my thanks for what... Now, she also mentioned that now the UC wants... I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they did... Let me be frank. I will not be the one... We'll oversee the research. Guess that takes the whole trust... Fine.
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all.
Yes, exactly. It's like.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast as the rest of the... Is that right, huh? Now, it cannot... You were sent by the UC, and the broadcast spoke of a worrying occurrence, certainly. So the UC requires the preservation of... But, if I... For years, House Varun, with... In exchange for my code, I require this. The knowledge you ask for. Well then, please. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Oh, wait. Did you... That's incredible. I'm very much looking forward to... Regardless. And now, when you get down there... Here. The absolute best beat.
After the UC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the Archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
There you are.
Captain. Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss.
Indeed.
Then I guess we'll see you on
Captain, if you'll follow me.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your action, through service, bravery. Then, Captain, I'm pleased. Here, your
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out.
Now, the other item. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see... Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7.
Entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other, which is why I hoped we could speak. I'm right, but most know me. I was an admiral, but the previous regime deemed me a sacrifice, even my death. Very astute. Has she shared with you? relationship. The Major was born to be, but the universe, and I think I have a part to play. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, helping them gather intelligence, with quite a few successes I might add, the names and locations of Hadrian, and I'll tell you where they are. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were, if it dealt death, when the colony war ended. But I finally found him. I'm not expecting. Bring me evidence. You can certainly try. Easier for all. If that's what you required. According to my information, he's been hiding. There's a star stick.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Not sure if those rooms help.
Captain. Surprised me too when I learned it. But I do think it's worth. Good. Because bringing. And that's not a good. Dr. Reginald Orlaise? Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. That'd be a huge win for the youth. Really? He found. We'd already initiated a search for them, but. Captain, if that's the deal. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
Acknowledging incoming hail. Docking Bay 1 is free.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. A theory is debris fields are plenty dangerous, but if you suggest... Sure thing. Here. Good hunting.
Only a matter of time before I get promoted.
That ship will be thrilled.
Good to see you.
I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more!
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
That ship will carry the memory of your visit forever.
A diplomatic visa?
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work. I can ensure the remaining team. That one you'll need to believe. His name is Kaiser. The area was ground zero for and I think you'll want to check in with him. Is that so? Well...
Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? It should. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all these logs. They're even more thorough than I remembered. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? Oh. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that.
pardon.
I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so he's also got a lock on his voice controls. Now, where? A battlefield. Oh, shoot. That sector of Nero. Add to that, but I think there's a... Yep. As good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use.
We took down their shield!